Hi, I'm Max Ward, an 11th grader at Carnegie Vanguard High School, and today I'm going to be talking about biking in Houston. As you might know by now, Houston isn't exactly the safest city when it comes to bikes and roads. At any moment, some bad driver can hit a perfectly good bicyclist, and there's not much to be done about it, except for education. So sit down, kiddos, and prepare to learn. I bet you're wondering, what's so good about cycling? Well, I'll tell you what's so good about cycling. Bikes don't produce any pollution because you are the one powering these fast machines, unlike how cars can clog up the atmosphere with carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases and whatnot. Also, because you are the one powering the bike, you gain a whole lot of health benefits. Biking is great exercise and reduces the risk of heart rate and obesity. People need food, water, and rest to function. So, whenever you're out riding and need to pack something, grab a snack. Some granola, a watermelon, it really doesn't matter. Just pack it in your fanny pack and eat it on the go. Biking is about as healthy as it is fun, so you can get big and strong and enjoy it yourself. Just don't start popping wheelies, riding without any hands anytime soon, because that kind of extreme behavior turns a healthy bike ride into a sick bike ride. Bikes are in style right now too, so you can do anything you want with it, and some hipster will still think it's cool. Do you like streamers hanging down from your bike? You can do that. Do you want obnoxious Christmas lights hanging all over it? You can do that too. You might just want to ride around your neighborhood on bikes, but riding a bike, you can go anywhere you want to. If you want to buy some candy at Kroger, you can. If you want to ride to the Galleria, you can do that too. But don't, because you're still not going to find any parking. A bike is a mode of transportation just like a car, and with it, you can go anywhere in the city. But keep it simple for now, and don't go out on week-long bike trips to Galveston. Bikes provide freedom, and at your age, you want as much freedom as you can get. So if you own a bike, ask your parents if you can ride it. Ride with your siblings, ride with your friends, or your dog, or anybody. Just go outside and ride around for a little bit. And then you'll get all the health benefits of riding on one of the coolest rides around. Alright class, we've reached the safety portion of the video. The only way to stay safe on a bicycle is to wear a helmet, and knee pads, and elbow pads, and 10 layers of bubble wrap. You've heard all that before, but I'm not gonna push that on you. However, you do need to wear helmets. Helmets are very important, and they will keep you alive if you do get in a crash. Wearing helmets doesn't have to be a chore. You can get some really cool, flashy helmets with stickers on them or something. Make it fun. Just think of it as another article of clothing for you to wear while you're biking. You kids don't need training wheels anymore, so you have to be responsible for yourself. First of all, with road safety. When you see a car, don't ride near it. Always look for cars. Even if you're in the middle of a park, watch out for cars, because there are some really bad drivers out there. If you are riding with other people, try not to ride too close to them, because it's hard enough to stay balanced on a bike, and they don't need you swerving into them. Next, dogs. Don't ride very close to dogs, because you might hit them, or they might chase you, or any other number of dog-related accidents could happen. Just stop the bike, get off, and pet the dog, because it's a dog, and normally they like that kind of stuff. Next topic, riding on the sidewalk. Sometimes you have to do it, because the street is usually dangerous and full of cars. When you're riding on the sidewalk, there will be people walking there, so you just give them as much room as possible, even ride in the grass if you have to. And if they're walking with a dog, you're doomed. Just get out of there. Run. The biggest piece of bike safety I can tell you is to know your own limits. Another thing, bike for whatever distance is reasonable for you. Do not ride your bike for hours trying to get somewhere when you know you can't. It really isn't worth it. Just get your parents to take you. Biking gives you a lot of freedom, but don't abuse it, and just keep it simple. Alright, we've reached the other portion of the video where I talk about safety, specifically in Houston. Streets. They're there for a reason. Houston only has so many bike trails, and sometimes you might have to use streets. But be advised, this is where accidents happen. If you you're competent or insane enough to ride in the streets, you need to be extremely safe. The majority of Houston streets have this cool thing on the right side of the road called a bike lane. You should use that. Stay in the middle of the bike lane, giving yourself as much space as possible. Cars are supposed to give you at least 3 feet of space, and will usually just move to the other side of the road, but still be extra careful. Sometimes the bike lanes might be so full of trash or plants or something that you can't even ride in it. Do not ride in a dirty bike lane. It will mess up your tires and will put you in danger. Sometimes you will pop your tire, which is why you should pack an extra tire and a little pump thing. Fix up your tire on the side of the road, change it out, and go home. Don't veer off into any street because bad drivers are out there. Make sure you have reflectors on the front and back of the bike so that whenever a car shines a light on it, they can see it. Which takes us to our next section, night biking. Don't do it. If you are out at night, make sure you have full parental consent and supervision, and make sure you're wearing the brightest clothes you own. You also need lights on your bike. You could wrap it up in some Christmas lights, or put a flashlight and duct tape on it. Just make sure it's well lit up. But why would you even be outside at night in the first place? Shouldn't you be at home, safe, in bed, not out on the streets biking? Remember kids, there is a time and place for everything. And that's during the daytime, when it's not all dark and spooky. Well, hopefully you got something out of this video, and it wasn't a complete waste of time. I hope you enjoyed these helpful tips and tricks, and hopefully all the vital information keeps you safe on the mean streets of Houston. Be sure to fill out those surveys so I can see how badly I messed up on this thing. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.